Good morning. I cannot believe that we're at the end of March already. The time went by fast, even though some of the days felt slow. But here we are, and it is time for my April TBR. I'm going to do this in two separate parts. I've got my priority reads, and then I'm going to be choosing from my TBR cart back here, which has wrapped books. I did these back in February, so I don't even remember what books I put on there. And so we're just going to jump right in. I'll start with my priority reads. I've got 4 of them this coming month. 2 of them are new releases, so they haven't been released yet as far as like by the time I post this video. And then I've got 2 others on the cart that are also priority reads that I'm excited for. So yeah, let's just dive right in. My first priority read is a book that's coming out this coming week, and it's called Unmasking for Life by Dr. Devin Price. In 2023, I read his book Unmasking Autism, and this book completely changed my life. I read it a few months before I got my official diagnosis, and it was just absolutely incredible. As you can see, I tabbed the heck out of it. I highlighted so much of it, and it completely changed my perspective. It made me see a lot of things that had been a part of my life that I didn't realize were autistic traits and stuff. And this book is just absolutely amazing. And his new book, Unmasking for Life, comes out March 27th. And that book just is a continuation of this. What do you do after you've kind of accepted your diagnosis or gotten your official diagnosis and such? And so what are the next steps? How do you move forward with your life? How do you go about your life? Just unmasking and being your true self. So I'm really excited. I love Devin Price's work. I've read his book Unlearning Shame as well, and that one's really good. So excited for Unmasking for Life. My next priority book is a book called Why We Love and Hate Twilight: The Highs and Lows of the Twilight Saga by Sarah Elizabeth Gallagher. And I'm looking up the information here on my phone because this book is going to be released April 8th. It's a collection of essays about why we're drawn to the Twilight books by Stephanie Meyer. A lot of us have this whole love-hate relationship with them. We either love the book so much or we hate them so much and we critique them so much. So why do we have that fascination? And I'm a big fan of pop culture essay collections. I have some for Hunger Games, Arrow, Supergirl, Superman, and just quite a few of them. So I'm excited for this one, especially because I am a Twilight fan, even though I critique them too. They're just a guilty pleasure for me. I read, 4 of the books back in August last year, and then I read Midnight Sun in September, and I'm very fascinated with the saga, even though it does have its flaws, and it does have the complaints and stuff, but there's still such a fun guilty pleasure, and I'm looking forward to the essay collection. The next book I have physical copies of right now. One of them is The Wager by David Grann. This book is finally out in paperback. I wanted to read it when it came out, but I didn't want to get the hardcover edition. So I waited for the paperback. It's finally here, and I am really excited. This will be my second shipwreck book, so that'll be interesting. I read The Endurance back in January, and that was the first ever time I read a book about shipwrecks. But David Grann is absolutely amazing. I read Killers of the Flower Moon several years ago, saw the movie, and Lily Gladstone absolutely killed the role. I'm a fan of hers for life now. So I'm really excited to see what David brings with The Wager and just see how this one goes. Okay. And my final book on my priority reads list is this book called Ghosts of the Tsunami by Richard Lloyd Perry. I'm not entirely sure what this one is about, but according to the back here, on March 11th, 2011, a powerful earthquake sent a 120-foot high tsunami smashing into the coast of northeast Japan. So I found this one interesting. I saw it at the bookstore so many times last year, and the title alone caught my attention. So I'm looking forward to it. The only books about Japan I've ever read have been World War II stuff, with Hiroshima and whatnot. But this will be my first Japanese book that doesn't deal with that. So I'm looking forward to seeing it. And then, of course, it's got disaster stuff, natural disasters, which I gravitate towards. So that was also another key point for me. And I'm excited for this one. Although excited probably isn't the right word to describe a earthquake and tsunami. But we'll see how this one goes. So, yeah. And now onto the fun part. Because I've got 4 books on my priority reads list, I'm going to end up choosing 6 books for my physical TBR. I've got my TBR jar right here. I've been mixing the prompts every day all month, so they're as mixed and I guess, yeah, they're just as mixed as I can possibly get them. So I'm just going to dive right in and choose the first book. Let's kind of shake it up a little bit just for the fun of it. Okay, that's good. So going in for the first pick and go with this one. So, and the first number is, if I can get it open, number 8. So let's go to the cart here, and here's number 8. It's a very short book. So number 8 right there, and let's open it up. Okay, this one's going to be interesting. It is Pocahontas and the Powhatan Dilemma by Camilla Townsend. I've read her work before, so this will be my second book about by Camilla Townsend, and it's an accurate history of Pocahontas, which, as we all know, the Disney version wasn't, and so I'm not going to get into that because that's like a whole can of worms there. But according to the back here, Camilla Townsend's stunning book differs from all previous biographies of Pocahontas in capturing how similar 17th century Native Americans were in the way they saw, understood, and struggled to control their world, not only to the invading English, but also to ourselves. Neither naive nor innocent, Indians like Pocahontas and her father, the powerful King Powhatan, confronted the vast might of the English with sophistication, diplomacy, and violence. Indeed, Pocahontas' life is a testament to the subtle intelligence that Native Americans, always aware of their material disadvantages, brought to bear against the military power of the colonizing English. So this seems like a really good book. It's short, so I'm going to really get a lot from it, and it's right up my alley with Native American history, so it's perfect. Going in for the second draw, let's kind of shake it up a little bit. There we go, and here is book number 2. And got this. Oh, there we go. Okay, here's number 2. And if I can get this one open, we've got book number 4. So let's go to the cart here. Okay, this one's another short one, so that'll be pretty easy. Here's number 4, as you can see. And let's open it up. Okay, this one is going to be another reread for me. It's one of my favorite books of all time, and that is Into the Wild by Jon Krakauer. I first read this back in 2007 when I first heard about this this man named Chris McCandless. I saw the Sean Penn movie, which was absolutely insane, and the music that Eddie Vedder did for the film was just perfection in it in so many ways. Emile Hirsch did Chris justice, like, in so many great ways. Whether you agree with Chris McCandless and what he did or not, like, that's up for debate and totally, like, your perspective. But this is one of my all-time favorite books. I find myself doing a lot of rereads this year, so add this one to the list. And it's a short read, so it's perfect. Basically, like, if you don't know, in this gripping account, acclaimed journalist Jon Krakauer reassembles the disquieting facts of Chris McCandless' short life and searches for clues to the mystery of his untimely death. Digging deeply, he also unravels the larger riddle surrounding McCandless' case. The pull of the American wilderness, the allure that it holds for restless young men, the complex bond between fathers and sons. So, excited to do this one again. I haven't read it in a while, and yeah, this will be great. Time for book number 3, so let's shake it up a little. Not that much, but there we go. And going for number 3. So, got the number here. Let's open it up. And we have number 13. So that one is going to be on the second shelf down here. And it's another short book. Okay. I might have to end up doing 7 books instead because like I keep getting short books. So here is number 13, as you can see, and let's open it up. Okay, this one's gonna be fun. It's one I haven't read yet. I actually got in the town of Roswell, New Mexico during one of their UFO festivals, which I absolutely love, and that is The Alien Abduction Files, the most startling cases of human alien contact ever reported, by Kathleen Martin and Denise Stoner. While I'm a skeptic when it comes to alien abductions, I love reading about them. They're just like so fun, and I get a real joy out of them. So this is going to be a fun one to read, and I'm excited. Going for book number 4. So shake that up a little, and see, got the number here. Number 19, and that one is another short book. It's here on the second shelf. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to go for 7 books instead because I keep getting short books out of these. So here is number 19. Yeah, that's definitely number 19. And let's open it up. Okay, we've got a non-fiction book. And this is from a series of collections of Native American books that my mom got me last Christmas. This will be the second one of like, I think she got me like 5 or 6 of them, so that'll be pretty interesting. And that is A Son of the Forest by William Apes. Born into a family of mixed European and African descent, William Apes experienced a unique childhood in northwestern Massachusetts. Moving from home to home as a foster child and indentured servant, he gradually came to an understanding of himself as a Native American and a Methodist. A Son of the Forest is an autobiography of William Apes. So this sounds interesting, and it's a short read. So we'll see how this one goes. Going for book number 5. Shake it up a little. And let's see. We got 2 here. Okay, here we go. And see if I can open it. Book number 5 goes to number 7. We are here on the top shelf, and it's a decent sized book. So, oh wait, no, that's number 10. Either way, it's still a decent sized book. Here's number 7. Yeah, and let's open this one. Okay, this one sounds pretty cool. It's one that has been on my shelf, but I haven't gotten around to. And this will be my second volcano book for the year. So that'll be fun. And that is Super Volcanoes by Robin George Andrews. What they reveal about Earth and the worlds beyond. And then according to the back here, an exhilarating time-traveling journey to the solar system's strangest and most awe-inspiring geologic wonders. Super Volcanoes revels in the incomparable power of volcanic eruptions, past and present, earthbound and otherwise, and recounts the daring and sometimes death-defying careers of the scientists who study them. Science journalist and volcanologist Robin George Andrews describes the stunning ways in which volcanoes can sculpt the sea, land, and sky, and even influence the machinery that makes or breaks the existence of life. Traveling from Hawaii, Yellowstone, Tanzania, and the ocean floor to the moon, Venus, and Mars, Andrews illuminates the cutting-edge discoveries and lingering scientific mysteries surrounding these phenomenal forces of nature. So this sounds really cool, right up my alley. Like, I've been to Yellowstone about 7 or 8 times, so I absolutely love their I can't think of the word, but their geothermal features and stuff. There you go. And like I said, this will be my second volcano book. I read the book Eruptions about Mount St. Helens last month, so this will be interesting. And we're going in for our 6th pick. I'm definitely going to do 7 because all of the books that I've ended up with have been short books, so 7 definitely seems doable, on top of like the 4 that I plan to read. So at least I'll have like 11 options for the month of April. So yeah, shake it up a little bit, and here's pick number 6. So go, and let's open this one up. And okay, for number 6 we have number 6. So that one a decent sized book. Here's number 6 right here. And here we go. Nice. This is perfect. Okay, speaking of Yellowstone, we've got The Reign of Wolf 21, The Saga of Yellowstone's Legendary Druid Pack by Rick McIntyre. I've met this, I guess he's a biologist. I keep forgetting what his job is, but he's like very knowledgeable when it comes to the wolves in Yellowstone. So, I'm really excited to read this one. I have like his entire wolf collection, and it's been a while since I've read it. I think I've only read like one of the 4 or 5 books that he has with this series. So excited to get to this one, especially because it's about the Druid Pack, and that's like a very famous pack in Yellowstone, or it was back in the day. So this will be interesting. And according to like the inside jacket here, just so you guys can get an idea of it, the Druid Peak Pack was the most famous wolf pack in Yellowstone National Park, and maybe even in the world. This is a dramatic true story of its remarkable leader, Wolf 21. In this compelling page-turner, Rick McIntyre profiles one of Yellowstone's most revered alpha males, Wolf 21, leader of the Druid Peak Pack. Wolf 21 was known for his unwavering bravery, his unusual benevolence. Unlike other alphas, he never killed any defeated rival males, and his fierce commitment to his mate, formidable Wolf 42. Wolf 21 and Wolf 42 were attracted to each other the moment they met, but Wolf 42's jealous sister interfered viciously in their relationship. After the explosive insurrection within the pack, the two wolves came together at last as leaders of the Druid Peak Pack. So this sounds like an exciting book, and I'm really looking forward to it. And for good measure, because I've been getting short books, I'm going to do one more pick. So that'll be pick number 7, and let's shake it up just a little bit longer. This way we can hopefully get something good. Like, don't get me wrong, all the books have been awesome, but let's see what we get this time around. So, okay, last one. And that book is number, let's see if I can open it. Okay. Number 18, and that one comes down here, second shelf. So here's the book. Here is number 18, and it's a decent sized book, so I cannot remember for the life of me what I put in here. So that's part of the fun of it, because like I don't remember since I do these in advance. And so that book. Okay, we got something outside of the United States for once. And that book is Chernobyl, The History of a Nuclear Catastrophe by Sherry Plokey. I cannot pronounce the name, and I apologize for that. This will be my first Russian book, I haven't read books about Russia. I've heard of Chernobyl, but I don't know like the details about it. I've never really gotten into history outside of the U.S. because like we have so much here. So this sounds interesting, and we'll see how it goes. Like the only nuclear disaster I'm familiar with is Hiroshima, but that's about it, and I have no idea what to expect from this one. It's a pretty good sized book, so I'll probably save this one for last. And yeah, that covers like all of my TBR picks. So just to recap, I have some awesome picks for the month of April that I'm really excited for, both in terms of my priority reads and my general TBR picks that I just did. So we've got Unmasking for Life, Why We Love and Hate Twilight, and then we've got The Wager by David Gran, Ghosts of the Tsunami by Richard Lloyd Perry. Then we have Pocahontas and the Powhatan Dilemma by Camilla Townsend. We have Into the Wild by John Krakauer. Then we've got The Alien Abduction Files by Kathleen Martin and Dennis Donor. We have A Son of the Forest by William Apes. Then we've got Super Volcanoes by Robin George Andrews. We have The Reign of Wolf 21 by Rick McIntyre. And we've got Chernobyl by Sherry I again mispronouncing her name, so I apologize. But some excellent picks, and I am excited for April. So let's do this. All right, I'll talk to you all later. Bye.